Hello, my name is Anne and welcome to a Tobyknits Flosstube episode 22. If you are new to my channel, then welcome. You're in for a treat, yes, because my channel features 3 of my favorite crafts. One, a very old one that I talk about on Mondays, that's knitting. And my grandmother taught me how to knit when I lived in England. My nan used to live next door to me and I grew up in Liverpool, England. While I was a teenager, I developed a love for cross stitch and nobody in my family did it. So it was nice to be able to pioneer something in the family. And so I started when I was about 17. And I've been stitching for a long, long time. Now, I did take a break for about 20 years when my eyesight got rubbish and I needed to, I was just too busy with the boys doing all kinds of stuff. But I just found it again during lockdown, during COVID. So I'm super happy to be back at it. And on Fridays, I talk about a new craft for me, which is quilting. And again, that I started during COVID. So that's what my channel is all about. So you can either watch Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, whether you knit, crochet, cross stitch, whatever, or you can just watch on the days that you're interested in. So today we're talking about cross stitch. Now, the way I do my stitching, and yes, all my returning viewers will have noticed I got a haircut today. Monday nights, I work on this, which is a baby sampler I am making for the lovely Leo, who's my second grandchild. And he is almost 6 months old and he's coming on Friday. Yes, I'm so excited. They're coming from Nova Scotia and they're coming to stay for 2 weeks. So Nana gets to hug him. Oh, last time we saw him, or the only time I've seen him, we went down there in February. So it's been a while. Anyway, this is what I've been working on. This is a kit that I got. I happened to see the pattern while we were there. It just popped up on my Facebook page or something while we were there visiting them, and I fell in love with it because it just reminded me of him. Other than Leo's hair is very blonde. So, are you ready for this? I changed the hair color. And yes, I got all the back stitch done. Isn't that just the best ever? I mean, come on, how do you not love this? And most of it is stitched with 2 strands on a 14 count Aida, but the blanket is all stitched with 1 strand. So it kind of makes it look like he's literally laying on top of a blanket with all the dents and divots. And look at this. I mean, come on. It's the best ever. And I've just started on the clock, which will obviously tell us what time Leo was born. So I love this. I just love it. So that is my Monday night stitch. Then on Wednesdays is my Wipgo, which I started in January, and I'm absolutely loving Wipgo. If you don't know what it is, at the beginning of the year, you make a bingo card up and you put all your whips into blocks. And there's a lady whose name is completely Jessie, I think. I forget now. I'll put a link. She pulls a number every month, and she pulls 2 numbers for us. So we go to that block and see what the project is for that block, and then for the next month we stitch both those projects. So for me, for the first 2 Wednesdays, I'll stitch the first block number she called, and the last 2 Wednesdays I'll stitch on the last 2, and I just stitch whatever I get done that night. Now most of May I did a little tweaking on my board. I've been doing this. And okay. So I shouldn't have showed you that. I should have waited because we had this little thing. So this was where we were up to the last time, because this is a mystery stitch for Mania, I think it's called, from the Fat Quarter Shop. And it's a free, no, it's not a free pattern. You have to pay for the pattern. But every week they release a new part. So the first week was the border, which I still haven't finished. The second week was the Home Sweet Home. The third week was this part of the house. The fourth week was this. So it was kind of like, okay, what's the last part going to be? I thought it was a tree. Somebody said a bush. Somebody said, I thought it might be a truck. So what was the other one somebody else said? Anyway, I forget now, but it's a lamppost and a bush. So I thought this is coming on great. And this is such a fun, and it was, I think the pattern was only like $12 or $13. Like, it's not expensive, but it's fun to do it each week and wait to see what the new clues, because y'all know how much I love a mystery. So I love this. I think it is so smart. Not sure what I'm going to do with it, if I'm going to give it to one of the kids or I'm just going to put it up in my house, because I really do like it. So I do have to finish this, and I will just work on these now, probably the odd afternoon or something, because just when I have time. I'm not really in a rush to finish it. So, but anyway, that's that one. So that's my Wednesday night. So Friday night is always Fall on the Farm. And if you don't know what Fall on the Farm is, it's, I think it started in January, and each month they release a new block. Now we know what the blocks are going to be. It's not a surprise. I'll put a picture here or here, so that you can see what I'm talking about. And you can do them as a single project like this and put it in a little cushion or whatever, or you can put it in a big picture like the one here, which is what I'm doing. And I got a bit behind with mine because I was having a bit of a struggle getting some of the patterns, but now I'm on target. I've got them all now, as many as I need. I've just ordered 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5. I've just received 6. Or did I just order 6? I don't remember. So there is mine so far. So this was the first one. Whoops. This was the first one. Now this is stitched on 16 count beautiful beige over the 2 strands, over the 1 square. The house was what actually drew me to this project and made me want to get it. The project itself originally was stitched on, let me look and see, 30 count Portobello linen, and they used Classic Colorworks. Now here's the thing about Classic Colorworks, because I'm using DMC. DMC I love. I have loads of DMC. But Classic Colorworks is, so look at the tree here. And you'll see how it looks like it's fading down, but that's one color. And probably maybe the sun. I don't know if you can see it because of the way it's dyed, because they're hand dyed. It has a different look to it. I personally don't like that. I like a solid color. So if it's going to be the green for the tree, it's all going to look like that. And we'll all know what it is. So yeah, that's what I like about mine, that it's all DMC. And the other thing that I didn't have block 2 for the longest time, and I couldn't move on to the next block, which I had, until I got the border in, and I didn't know what the border color was going to be. So I looked at the picture and I looked at my thing and I thought, okay, I think it's this. So I pulled a color that I thought it was, which I thought was the gray, similar to the roof of the house, or the same color as the roof of the house. Well, it turned out that's not the color that it was. Thank you very much. And you'll see from here, it's really hard to tell, but you can see the difference in the color as it goes around and up to the top. So the picture doesn't do it justice either. Anyway, I actually prefer the gray that I have on mine, and I'm just going to leave it like that. The center will be a different one, and the center one, I didn't bring them down with me, but it's like a quilt block. So it's really sweet. So there's where I am. I've started on the tree. So you can see there the tree. And I started on the tree and the fence post, and I did finish off the rest of this block. So that's what I worked on last Friday. So I literally don't know how much I'm going to get done in the next 2 weeks while the kids are here, because they're staying here. So we have the baby, and then they're bringing one of their dogs. And as you know, Toby, my dog, who's the Yorkshire Terrier, well, he just loves big dogs, and their dog's a big dog. So I think it'll be a bit chaotic, and I'm not really sure I'll get much stuff done. But hey ho, I'll try. I definitely don't think I'll be able to record as much as I have been. So over the next 2 weeks, I may or may not record. Or you might just get a 5-minute flash when everybody's out or babies are sleeping or something. Who knows? This is what I'm working on a Friday. It's another kit that I picked up, or my husband bought me for, I think, Mother's Day or something. And of course, this is going to be for Tristan, my 2-year-old, who I've been looking after for the past year on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays while his mom and dad were working. But now Mom is off because she's about to have another baby any minute now. A little girl. Oh, I'm getting a girl. So yeah, so I don't get him as much, although I did say maybe I'll take him still once a week just so that I can have my Nana fix, you know, my Tristan fix. I might need that. So here's where we were, and I'm just starting on the lion right there. And this has been a lot of fun. I haven't done any backstitch on this, and I don't think I will until I've finished it, till I finished all the regular stitches. But so there is the lion that I'm working on. You can see him there, just getting the outline going. And then I'll work on the middle, because then it's easy. You're just straight stitching. So that's all my whips right now. Coming up, there will be a new, and again, I forgot, I think it's either So Happy or Christmas Song. I think those are the two that will be the Wipgos for June. So I don't know which one I'll start on first. Probably So Happy. It's a lot easier for me to concentrate on that if I've got a house full of people. So I'll probably work on that one first and then go to Song of Christmas. Song of Christmas is a lavender and lace. It's a huge, big Santa with angels. It's very pretty, and beads and all kinds of chronic threads and everything. And it's on a big stand. So that might be too much for me to get out with all the people. Whereas the So Happy is a Laurie Holtz pattern, and it's lovely. It's very quick and pretty straightforward. But also starting in June, although I don't know when, is the new Halloween quilt and stitch along. So from the Fat Quarter Shop. I love doing all their thing. And of course, it's a mystery. How could I just not love mysteries? I don't understand either. So that particular one, we don't know. I'll put a picture here of what I think will be the first clue. They always kind of give you the first clue and block out all the rest. Well, I'm pretty sure that's the first clue, the little ghost and whatever it's beside. So I have got all my threads ready. All the threads they asked for. This was a different color, but I picked white. It's like 30 $8.60 something, and they didn't have it at Michael's. So I thought, white's is the same as white. And then, of course, we have the lovely orange. And, of course, there'll be purple. So I had to get a new one of them. And black, of course. And then this one. And this one. And this one, again, was another number Michael's didn't have, but I looked to see what it was the closest to, and I got that instead. So they will go perfect with the fabric. Purple. I've never stitched on purple. So this is a 14 count Ada, and it is called Peaceful Purple. So that is super cute. Obviously, I haven't taken it out yet because I will have to work on my bindings and stuff. And I think I'm sharing this with somebody. She better be stitching with me one night. I also have my little needle keeper. I got this last year when we did the Bats and Boos. So I have that. And then I splurged a little bit while I was ordering the Ada cloth from the Fat Quarter Shop. I thought, why not get a new bag? So I got myself one of their bags, and it's really big. It's bigger than I thought it was going to be. So after I finish this project with it, this will be one of those where I put two of my projects in at the same time because there's lots of room, and it's like an Ada. It actually has holes. So you can, if you want, stitch your name on or a pattern or anything if you want. I don't think I will, but you never know. Something might come up one day and I think, oh, that'll look nice on my bag. So yeah, I have everything ready. I'm just waiting for that first pattern. And I have ordered the fabric to do the quilt, but we haven't heard anything about it yet. They're probably having a hard time getting it. I remember last year we were supposed to start in June, I think, for the Halloween one. And I'm pretty sure we didn't actually even start it until September because they were having such a struggle getting some of the fabrics. So hopefully this will go sometime in June, this month. But don't really know yet. But I'll keep you posted. Anyway. That's all I have for you today. I'm going up to have a cup of tea, put my feet up, and I'll talk to you next week if you don't pop in on Friday. Actually, no, I probably won't talk to you next week. Yeah, let's not assume there'll be one next week. And if there is, well, then you'll be pleasantly surprised. Okay, but I will have one on Friday for Quilty Fun. Okay, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.